God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My beloved child, before you keep scrolling, stop for a moment and take a deep breath, for this moment is a calling from my heart to yours. I brought you here not by coincidence, but by divine purpose. I have seen the weight you carry, the battles you fight in silence, the effort you make to keep your faith when everything seems to fall apart around you. I saw the nights when sleep would not come, the tears you hid in your pillow, and the smiles you used to disguise your pain. Do you feel ready for a deep change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes, all we need is a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and the blessings that God has already reserved for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you wish to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritual and material, click the link pinned in the first comment. There, you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. I know every detail of what you've been through, and I want you to know, you have never walked alone. Even when silence feels like my absence, it is in that silence that I embrace you the most. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7, "Yes, I have cared for you, in the days when fear overwhelmed you, in the hours when hope seemed small, and in the moments when you doubted even your own strength. I am here, touching your heart, restoring what time tried to erase, and whispering to your spirit, rest, for there are still beautiful plans reserved for you. Your story is not over, and what hurts today will tomorrow become a testimony of my love and faithfulness. My beloved child, do not fear the feeling that now invades your heart, for it is the sign of my presence healing what has long been asleep within you. I have seen how hard you tried to be strong while the world demanded more than you could give. I know the nights when silence felt heavy and the loneliness you tried to hide behind tired smiles. There are wounds you preferred to conceal, believing that time would heal them. But today I come with my spirit to touch the deepest parts of your soul and restore what was broken. I don't want you to merely survive, I want you to bloom again, to dream again, to smile again, to feel the lightness of peace that comes from above. Many didn't understand your silence, they judged your distance, but I saw beyond it all. I understood what your lips couldn't say, for every tear you shed was a prayer to my ears. And now, my child, the time of healing has come, the time when pain turns into testimony, and loneliness transforms into a new beginning. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Psalm 91 verse 7, My child, you have walked through places where smiles were fake and intentions were hidden, yet you kept your heart pure. How many times have you endured looks of disdain and words meant to weaken you? I saw it all. No injustice escaped my sight. I was with you in every confrontation, not for you to feel anger, but to shape you in humility and strength. Your victory will not be born from revenge, but from faithfulness. I kept you hidden, away from envy and impure hands, because what I was building within you was too sacred to be revealed before its time. Now the cycle changes. What once was rejection will become recognition. What was humiliation will turn into honor. And everyone will see that it was my hand that sustained you when nothing seemed possible. Comment, even amid envy and silence, God guards and prepares me. Those who mocked your silence will soon hear the sound of your victory. My child, you don't need to justify yourself to anyone. I am your judge and defender. The pain that so many fail to understand will become the stage of my power. What the enemy tried to use to destroy you will become the very platform that will lift you higher. The time of shame is over. I will confuse the plans of those who wished for your fall, and they will witness your rising as a sign of my justice. When they think your story has ended, they will see the beginning of something new, crafted by my own hands. Every tear will be turned into harvest, every humiliation into testimony. And all of it will happen not because you sought revenge, but because I, the Lord, am faithful to fulfill what I have promised. Your life will be living proof that whoever trusts in me is never put to shame. Comment, God is my judge, he turns my pain into victory. Fear not, for I am with you, be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, yes, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, My child, there are people who are disturbed by your light, yet they do not understand that this light comes from me. The brightness you carry is not human, it is divine. That is why the enemy has tried to extinguish it so many times. But no word spoken against you, no hidden attack, no opposing wind has been able to destroy you, because your faith is anchored in me. Now, the Holy Spirit begins to move the waters around you. What once seemed stagnant will begin to flow again. The doors that were closed will open. I am breathing over your path and removing invisible obstacles. The time of waiting was not loss, it was preparation. While you thought nothing was happening, I was aligning everything in your favor. And now, my child, rise up, for your new season begins here. Comment, God is my strength, he upholds me with his justice and leads me to victory. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek his blessings with faith and confidence, believing that he has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. Son, when you thought I was silent, I was actually working for you in places your eyes could not see. Behind the scenes of your life, I moved hearts, aligned circumstances, and prepared the ground for the fulfillment of my promises. Every prayer you uttered was heard, every tear collected and transformed into seeds of faith on my altar. When you felt the weight of waiting, I was teaching you patience. When you saw no way, I was teaching you trust. Nothing was in vain. Everything that seemed stagnant was being refined by my perfect timing. Now, son, the dawn of your promise approaches. The winds of change are already blowing, and what was once pain will become testimony. Your faith, watered by tears, will bear abundant blessings. The time of waiting has given way to the time of manifestation, and all will know that I am the Lord who fulfills what He promises. Fear not the future, for your tomorrow is secure in my hands, and no evil can thwart the plans I laid for you from eternity. The weeping may last through the night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30 verse 5, And this morning has arrived for you, beloved Son. I am healing your weary mind, restoring your weary soul, and renewing your strength to walk again. Do not look back with fear, look forward with faith. I did not call you to merely survive, but to flourish. The pain you endured was only the prelude to a great transformation. Today, I breathe new courage into you. Cast off the burden of self-defense and clothe yourself in trust. The time of affliction is ending, and a new cycle begins, one where you will not need to chase after what is yours, for blessings will run to you. What was blocked will now flow, what seemed locked will open, what seemed forgotten will be remembered. I, the Lord, am opening paths where none were thought to exist. It is time to see the impossible become reality. Do you remember that dream you thought was lost? I kept it alive within you, even when your faith seemed to falter. What has kept you back until now was not lack of talent or opportunity, but my time of preparation. Some flowers only bloom after pruning, and so I worked in your life. When all seemed like cutting and pain, it was me removing what hindered your growth. You were tested, yes, wounded, diminished, and shaped, but not destroyed. Every moment of silence was training, and every tear a lesson. I refined you so that when the promise manifested, you would stand firm, rooted, and ready to bear it. Now the time of frustration is over. What was once just hope will now become vision. The season of harvest has come, and you will see with your own eyes the fruit of a faith that endured. Comment, even pruned by pain, I continue to bloom under God's care. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 1, And it is under this promise that I envelop you now. Son, I am your provision in every area of life. While you sleep, I work. While you pray, I move hearts. While you wait, I prepare the soil for the harvest. None of the promises I made to you will fail, for each carries the seal of eternity. The provision I send is not only material, it is healing, hope, and spiritual renewal. I am restoring your vision, courage, and capacity to dream. I pour over you the oil of joy and the balm of trust. What seemed delayed will become testimony of my faithfulness. In my time, everything unfolds perfectly. Learn to rest in me, for when you rest, I act with even greater power. Comment, as I rest in God, He works for me perfectly. Now take a deep breath, my son, and feel the peace descending from above. I am here, and there is nothing to fear. The time of anguish is over, the story of pain that followed you ends today. I undo hidden traps, silence the voices of envy, and deactivate every scheme of the enemy against your life. From now on, your steps will be guided by my direction, not uncertainty. You will walk with ease, peace, and power. The Holy Spirit will dwell in you as a constant fire, and everything you touch will prosper. You are mine, chosen and beloved. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what I have determined to accomplish. Victory has already been written, and your name is engraved in my eternal plans. Walk with confidence, for what I have prepared for you surpasses all you have asked, imagined, or dreamed. The best is yet to come. My beloved child, this is the moment you have been waiting for, the instant when the pieces begin to fall into place and you realize that nothing has been in vain. Everything you went through, every tear shed, every closed door, every silence that hurt, was part of the sacred tapestry I wove to manifest the impossible in your life. What men called loss, I called process. What they called failure, I called formation. Because while you thought everything had stopped, I was moving the invisible threads of victory. Those who despised you will soon see that the power of my hand knows no limits. You will not need to defend yourself, you will not need to justify yourself, for I will be your defense, I will exalt your name. What I am doing cannot be explained by human logic, for it is a miracle in motion. No one will understand how it happened so quickly, but you will know that it was my intervention. You will remember this day as the moment heaven responded, when captivity began to be reversed, when fortune changed, and what seemed lost was restored before your eyes. You feel that fire within you, that flame reigniting, don't you? It is no coincidence. It is my spirit rekindling what you thought extinguished. They said you were finished, that you would not endure, that there was no future for you. They forgot something essential: you have an owner. You are mine. I formed you in the womb, I held you in every fall, and I chose you before the world existed. And now, with the same hand that held you in the day of pain, I will lift you in the time of honor. No malicious word, no envious glance, no hidden desire will be able to stop what I am preparing. Every attempt to extinguish your light will only make it shine brighter. Like someone trying to put out a candle and only fanning its flame, this will happen to you. The more they attack, the stronger your growth. The more they underestimate, the more visible my glory over you will be. What I prepare is not fragile or temporary, it is eternal, because it has been forged through tears and prayers. Do not think that I have not seen your efforts. I have seen everything. I have seen when you remain silent so as not to hurt, when you smile so as not to worry, when you continue believing even though your soul trembles. Nothing has gone unnoticed in my eyes. Every sacrifice was a seed. Every tear was a prayer ascending to heaven. Every night you sought me without understanding, I recorded in my heart. Nothing has been wasted, everything has been kept. And now, the time of reward has come. You have endured attacks, loneliness, exhaustion, and discouragement, yet you did not give up. Hell became furious because, despite everything, you stood firm. You continued believing when there were no signs, continued waiting when others gave up. And for this reason, what is coming is not just comfort, it is fulfillment. Fulfillment of ancient promises, of words you thought forgotten, of dreams you had buried. I am opening the heavens over you. What you have been waiting for will arrive, and not late. I am faithful to fulfill what I promised, and when I speak, nothing and no one can stop it. Many thought you would not endure. They said your faith was fleeting, that your strength would fade with time. But they did not know what I was doing in secret. They did not know that I was watering you with tears of faith, that I was maturing you in pain, that I was polishing you in silence. While all believed you were stagnant, I was transforming you. And now, when they least expect it, you will bloom. You will bloom in the midst of the ground they said was barren. If an ancient promise has throbbed in your heart as you read these words, receive it, it is time for fulfillment. The words that hurt you will have no power over you. What they said to humiliate you will fall to the ground powerless. I declare that no human word will determine your destiny, for only my voice defines it. You are my chosen one, and the plans I have written over your life cannot be thwarted. You do not need to chase anyone's approval. You do not need to compare yourself or prove your worth. I know it. I saw your essence when no one else did. I believed in you when you doubted yourself. Even in the days when you felt forgotten, I was there, preparing the stage for this time. While you thought I had left, I was fine-tuning every detail of your victory. Listen well, envy will not stop you. The poison they tried to pour on your name will not prosper. Those who spoke in secret, who mocked behind your back, who thrived on your downfall, will see with their own eyes what I will do with you. Because whoever touches one of mine touches the apple of my eye. This is not revenge, it is justice. My justice does not humiliate, it reveals. It does not destroy, it instructs. And through what I do in you, many will recognize that I am God, the same one who lifts the forgotten, the one who turns dust into testimony, defeat into purpose, and loneliness into a platform of glory. You will walk again through paths they said were not yours. You will sit at tables others believed were unreachable. And when this happens, it will not be to boast, but to testify that I was your sustenance in the darkness. Stop seeking explanations. Stop trying to understand the reason for every battle. Sometimes I allow the desert, not as punishment, but as training. In the desert, you learn to hear my voice without distraction. You learn that when there is nothing, I am enough. It is there that character is formed, where faith becomes pure, where dependence becomes total. You have not wasted time, my child. It has not been in vain. You have been trained, strengthened, and prepared for this moment. What begins now will not be stopped. You will be like a spring in dry land, like a lamp that does not go out in the night. The doors that were closed will open by themselves. Those who forgot you will come seeking you. And it will not be because of what you have, but because of who you are in me. Lift your head, for the time of hiding is over. The time of manifestation has arrived. The heavens have opened over you, and what I decree, no one can revoke. Prepare yourself, for the wind of my spirit blows anew, and this time, nothing and no one will extinguish what is being born inside you. Listen well, envy will not stop you. The poison they tried to pour on your name will not prosper. Those who spoke in secret, who mocked behind your back, who thrived on your downfall, will see with their own eyes what I will do with you. Because whoever touches one of mine touches the apple of my eye. This is not revenge, it is justice. My justice does not humiliate, it reveals. It does not destroy, it instructs. And through what I do in you, many will recognize that I am God, the same one who lifts the forgotten, the one who turns dust into testimony, defeat into purpose, and loneliness into a platform of glory. You will walk again through paths they said were not yours. You will sit at tables others believed were unreachable. And when this happens, it will not be to boast, but to testify that I was your sustenance in the darkness. Stop seeking explanations. Stop trying to understand the reason for every battle. Sometimes I allow the desert, not as punishment, but as training. In the desert, you learn to hear my voice without distraction. You learn that when there is nothing, I am enough. It is there that character is formed, where faith becomes pure, where dependence becomes total. You have not wasted time, my child. It has not been in vain. You have been trained, strengthened, and prepared for this moment. What begins now will not be stopped. You will be like a spring in dry land, like a lamp that does not go out in the night. The doors that were closed will open by themselves. Those who forgot you will come seeking you. And it will not be because of what you have, but because of who you are in me. Lift your head, for the time of hiding is over. The time of manifestation has arrived. The heavens have opened over you, and what I decree, no one can revoke. Prepare yourself, for the wind of my spirit blows anew, and this time, nothing and no one will extinguish what is being born inside you. Now, take hold of what belongs to you. The peace I give you is not fragile, it does not depend on circumstances, nor does it change with the tides of life. It is a solid, deep peace that flows from the certainty that I am with you. From this moment on, what was once waiting will become an answer, what was scarcity will become provision, and what was tears will turn into dancing. Your nights of sleeplessness will give way to mornings filled with purpose. And it will all happen before the eyes of many, not for your pride, but so they may see and know that I am God in your story. Every detail of what you have lived is being used for your spiritual elevation. Nothing was in vain, not the delays, not the tears, not the silence. Each moment was preparing you for what now comes. The time of shame ends today, and the time of honor begins. Those who once judged you will not understand how everything changed so quickly, but you will know, you were shaped in silence to shine at the right time. Son, you were trying to understand why it took so long, why some dreams seemed to die before they bloomed. But listen, what seemed like delay was only the time my love needed to align everything in your favor. You did not arrive late, you arrived at the exact time. I am the God who is never late. The wounds the enemy tried to use to destroy you, I will turn into marks of victory. You were tested to be strengthened, and now you are ready. What seemed like punishment was actually protection, and what seemed like loss was deliverance. I closed doors that appeared good but would have led you to ruin. I removed people who occupied spaces that did not belong to them. I protected you from yourself, from decisions that would have harmed your future. I know it hurt, but every pain was another step toward your healing. Now begins the time of restoration. What was taken from you will return multiplied, and what was denied will be granted before witnesses. Some looked down on you, son, because they only saw your difficult season. They judged your worth by your failures, mocked your pauses, and forgot that I was still writing. But I never saw you through their eyes. I saw your effort not to give up, your heart trying to remain standing even when everything pushed you to the ground. I saw the times you worshipped me with a broken heart, and that moved me deeply. You thought I was silent, but I was sculpting you. Gold is not purified without fire, and a vessel is only shaped through the pressure of the potter's hands. You were molded to carry the weight of the promise. Now, those who underestimated you will see that what I said about you was true. I will lift you up before everyone, not so you can prove anything, but so that my name may be glorified through your life. The blessings that are coming will be evident, undeniable, and even the envious will have to admit, it was God who did it. Do not fear the eyes that watch you or the tongues that judge you. Envy never sleeps, but I am your shield. I am surrounding your life with walls of spiritual protection. I am guarding your home, guiding your steps, and hiding you beneath my wings. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No false word will stand against the truth I am about to reveal. And this is the truth, you are mine. I care for what belongs to me. Your story is held securely in my hands. The victories that are coming will be so visible that even those who wished you harm will have to acknowledge my power. You will not need to defend yourself, for I will speak through your life. Every door that opens will be an answer. Every miracle will be a testimony. Every step will be living proof that I am with you. And when all of this begins to happen, and it will begin soon, remember, the victory will not come to feed your pride, but to heal your heart. I am removing the weight of resentment, uprooting the roots of bitterness, and cleansing the wounds left by rejection. I want you to walk free, light, and at peace. You will no longer need to beg for attention, prove your worth, or fight to be seen. I have already seen you. I have already chosen you. Your identity is anchored in me, and no one can uproot what I have planted in you. This is the beginning of a new season, one where the past loses its grip, and the future takes shape. A season where weariness gives way to hope, fear is silenced by faith, and your soul finally finds rest. From today on, my son, everything changes, not only around you, but within you. For I, your God, am restoring your inner being so that your life may bloom again. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.